This lesson is going to be on parallel parking. Everyone perceives parallel parking as one of the hardest things about driving, but I have simplified it into 4 easy steps. We're going to try and parallel park in that space. As soon as I decided I was going to parallel park, I started checking my rearview mirror carefully and looking around for nearby pedestrians. So as I'm headed down the street, I'm going to tap my brakes to warn and get the attention of drivers behind me that I'm going to parallel park. Hopefully, they will see the empty space and go, "Hey, that guy is probably going to park there." After tapping my brakes, I'm going to give my right signal. Now I'm starting to slow down and position my car. The law says that you need to be no more than 12 inches from that curb. So here we go. Step 1. Pull the car up so that you're about 18 to 24 inches from the car in front of the space where you want to park, and stop. And the corner of this car really needs to be roughly in the middle of our car. So that is step 1, positioning. Step 2, I call it the 3 R's. You're going to put your right turn signal on, and you're going to turn the steering wheel all the way to the right. And then you're going to put the car in reverse. So, right, reverse. We begin step 3. In step 3, we're going to take our foot off the brake, but keep it over the brake and let the car roll around until we're at about a 45-degree angle with the curb and stop the car. So step 3 involves moving the car into a 45-degree angle with this curb. Step 4, turn the steering wheel all the way to the left. Now take your foot off the brake and let the car slowly roll into the space. It is going to arc in there, like this. So we should finish in this position, parallel to the curb and no more than 12 inches apart. We are done. That is it. Step 1 is position. Step 2 are the 3 R's, right turn signal, turn your steering wheel to the right and put the car in reverse. Step 3, moving the car into that 45-degree angle with the curb. And then finally, step 4, turn that steering wheel all the way to the left and you'll arc right back into that space. Now, the other secret to parallel parking is this. The further the car rotates down or to your left, the closer you will end up to the curb. In other words, the further it goes past 45 degrees, the closer it will end up to the curb. If you're not getting close enough to the curb, then you're not rotating enough. You're not going to 45 degrees. You're only going to perhaps 40 or 35 degrees. If you keep hitting the curb, then you are over-rotating and going past 45 degrees. All of this works in a standard situation. The only thing that can modify or change this basic formula for parallel parking is the width of this car. If this car is wider or further from the curb than normal, then you need to rotate further to your left, so that you end up closer to the curb. Now it's time to leave the parallel parking position. Thoroughly look around and then put your car in reverse. Then back up slightly, keeping your eye on the car behind you. Next, put your left turn signal on. Turn the steering wheel all the way to the left and put your car in drive. Now, check your rearview mirror and side mirrors for cars or pedestrians that may get in your way. If it's clear, ease out carefully, watching the back left corner of the car in front of you. Once you have cleared it, turn your steering wheel back to the right some. Always turning into the lane closest to you, just like when you're moving from the curb in a residential area. These are all the secrets to parallel parking, and if you follow the formula, you'll be able to enter and leave the parallel parking space of your choice every time.